You have to hear what Gunther just had to say in a recent interview regarding a fan experience, a fan interaction in which he had that left me absolutely speechless. And I knew that I had to come here and talk about it with you guys because Gunther's a guy that's straightforward, no punches pulled, right? He is exactly who he is. He's exactly what he stands for. And he's very direct in that. And everywhere that we've seen Gunther in WWE, he's found success, whether that's NXT UK, NXT, or on the main roster. A former NXT UK champion, a former Intercontinental champion, and obviously a multiple time World Heavyweight champion. Gunther's a throwback. He's an old school guy with an old school mentality. And as WWE and its fan base tries to kind of navigate the waters of kayfabe, and kayfabe is not really existent anymore, especially coming off of WWE Unreal. When Gunther shares a story about going and interacting with the fan, well, you know it's going to be pretty good. So Gunther was on The Undertaker's 6 Feet Under podcast, and he was talking about a situation in which he had involving a fan, rather. And this is what he had to say. I do like the meet and greet recently. And there was one person that said that they drove like 9 hours or something to the meet and greet. And I said to her, I appreciate that, but never do it again. Do something with your time that's actually benefits you. It's like a waste of time. And I felt she looked like a little bit sad, but I felt that I was the only one responsible and the only responsible thing to say at the time. When you talk about dedication, when you talk about loyalty, when you talk about fan bases, I feel like that's a great example of that, right? Because fans are known to be a little extreme sometimes, right? Fan is short for fanatic. When we talk about a guy like Gunther, I think most would say that he can be a little extreme. Extremely successful. Now look, when he said this story, the first thing that popped into my head was this would be something that MJF would do, right? MJF from AEW. Obviously, he's known to have some interesting experiences with fans. He's known to be a loudmouth. He's known to be very straightforward and just kind of a troll. Gunther, though, he's kind of like that, but in a very, very chilled out way, right? Not as explosive as MJF. But something like this, honestly, I could see his point. You drove 9 hours just to meet Gunther. Could have done something else. Yeah, but maybe that made their year. Maybe that was one of their lifelong dreams. Maybe they idolized Gunther. Maybe Gunther helped them out in a very dark or troubling time for them, right? Maybe they were just gravitated towards someone like Gunther, right? I can see that as well. So when we talk about fan reactions, when we talk about fan bases, when we talk about loyalty, when we talk about someone having a large following, I think there's a lot to that, right? Because a lot of people, they look up to Gunther. They look up to superstars and wrestlers and celebrities and everything like that. These people, I mean, in everyday life, look at us, right? I'm sure you look up to someone, whether it is a celebrity or an athlete, maybe a family member, maybe a mentor, right? Like, this is usual behavior. If you got to meet someone that is a celebrity, that is a mentor, that is a celebrity, would you go out of your way and meet them? Would you drive 9 hours? Maybe, maybe not. But that's just Gunther. That's just Gunther pulling no punches. That's just Gunther being straightforward, being direct, telling you how he really feels. I respect it. I really do. Now, Gunther, he's in an interesting time right now in his WWE career. 2025 has been up and down for Gunther. He's a two-time world champion now. He's someone in which was able to reclaim the title, lose the title, reclaim the title, lose the title. SummerSlam, him and CM Punk went out there. They put on a very, very interesting performance. Some say that it was a great match. Some say it was a letdown, lackluster, plodding, slow. I don't know how to feel about it. Did CM Punk seem like he was blown up in the match? Yes. can I believe that CM Punk was someone that really sold this match, sold the beating, and the point of the match was not necessarily go out there and have a 5-star classic, but to tell the story of a dominant champion in Gunther who literally just beat down CM Punk. And CM Punk, he struggled and he endured and he finally had enough just to get it done against Gunther. Maybe that's it.